I'm Rivergo, and I'm going to tell you about my teeth. So it's a little uncomfortable to talk about your teeth sometimes, but that's why people go on YouTube to hear about things that you don't necessarily want to talk about in other spaces. So let's talk. I'll tell you my story. Basically, since I was a little kid, I went to the dentist and he said, "You have thin enamel. Maybe you were just born with it. You inherited it, you have thin enamel, so therefore you have to be really careful. You have to brush your teeth twice a day, every day. You have to floss twice a day, every day. You have to never chew gum, ever. Other people can chew gum sometimes, and it's okay, but you can never chew gum." And I took it to heart. I really took it seriously. Where there's some days, that's my baby grunting, where there's some days where I didn't brush my teeth. Maybe there was a day here and there. I was a kid, but I never chewed gum. People would offer me gum at school and I'd be like, nope, I can't chew gum. I don't chew gum because I can't, because I was forbidden from chewing gum for fear of losing all my teeth. So, yeah. And every time I went to the dentist, I had cavities. Every single time. And it was a serious shame game. Let me tell you. Maybe you have the same experience. You go to the dentist, especially as a kid, and they say, "We need to have a talk. You, ma'am, will lose your teeth and be toothless one day. If you don't take care of your teeth now, you only got one set of teeth. You lost your milk teeth. You lost your baby teeth. This is the set of teeth that you have. And how you take care of these teeth will determine your future and your ability to come off as a nice person with a smile and all these kind of things." Whew, it's a lot of pressure. And there's some truth to that, take care of your teeth. But I was taking care of my teeth. I was taking really good care of my teeth. And yet, it was imperfect. But as I grew up, I took better and better and better care of my teeth. I never ate desserts, I never drank soda, I never chewed gum, I didn't even eat Tic Tac mints. I was just nothing. I ate food that was not sweet, and I didn't eat ketchup, nothing. And still, after seriously taking it very seriously, I go to the dentist, and sure enough, they said, "You have 8 cavities." 8 cavities? Oh my God. So that was really discouraging because at this point I was in college and I did everything in my power to have good teeth. So, Then I found this book and I read this book and it changed my life, and maybe it will change yours too. It's Gut and Psychology Syndrome by Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride. Now, this is about psychology. It's not even about teeth, but this changed my teeth. Now she has one that's specifically for non-psychological things, about physiology, so that's cool. But I read that book and I was introduced to the Weston A. Price Foundation, which if you've never heard of them, they're amazing. And basically the name Weston A. Price, he is or was an explorer who was a dentist. He went around the world looking at people's teeth and looking at how they ate and looking at their lifestyle. And from the data he collected, qualitative data from all of these different isolated ancestral communities, traditional wisdom that he gathered from those communities was gathered into kind of a summary of this is how we can eat and be healthy. So anyway, they're amazing. And your teeth health is not isolated from your tooth health. Your dental health is not isolated from your general health. And in Western medicine and in the Western world, we tend to have specialists for everything. You could have an elbow surgeon specialist, a brain surgeon specialist, a cardiac specialist, and that's great and all. But in our specialization, we become blind to everything else and how this thing connects to everything else. So, and teeth are no exception. Teeth are incredibly connected to every other part of your body. and that's what makes them so important. So basically what I did was, long story short, I read this book. I did GAPS. GAPS is a temporary diet, supplement, lifestyle adjustment to heal your gut health. And by healing your gut health, you then can absorb nutrients more efficiently and clear out some bad bacteria and stuff that are like setting up camp and squirting poisons into your bloodstream, clearing those out, and it affects your whole body's health. Well, it affected me in many ways that you can see in other videos, but let me tell you what it did to my teeth. And in addition to eating differently, I took cod liver oil every single day, and that, my friends, will clear up your teeth problems. To this day, if I get a toothache or something, I will just grab some extra cod liver oil and just swish it around my mouth in that particular area, and it's gone by one day, maybe two. I also like to put garlic in that area too if my gums are inflamed, and that seems to help as well. But anyways, I did that, and I was not expecting to have any effects on my teeth, and it was time for my yearly dreaded visit to the dentist. And luckily the dentist that I had before that said I had 8 cavities said, well, we'll just keep an eye on most of these. We'll just keep an eye on it, see what happens, and maybe it'll get better. Who knows? Maybe it'll slow down. It's not that big yet that we need to do it right now. So I went to a different dentist because I was in a different area, and they didn't know about my 8 cavity situation. I didn't tell them. I just sat in the chair and said, tell me the bad news, you know? And they said, you have no cavities. It was the most one of the most shocking moments of my life. I've never in my life of only at that time 24 years of life had gone to the dentist and had no cavities. It was miraculous, guys. It was miraculous. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even brushing my teeth very diligently lately. I was really tired all the time because I was going through the healing process. I had chronic fatigue, and going through the healing process, I had some die-off symptoms, and I was lethargic, and I barely rolled out of bed to get to work in the morning, and I didn't always brush my teeth. But I tell you what, I had 0 cavities. So teeth brushing does not equal cavity-free life. Oh no. So, yeah, that's the story. And so if you have some dread whenever you go to the dentist and, you want to try something else, maybe give this a look. Take a gander, particularly with that blue book. It might just change your paradigm. There's 2 paradigms for disease. One of them is, well, there are many, but there's a germ theory versus terrain theory thing, and if you've never heard of this, you should totally check it out. But germ theory is basically the driver of all plastics in our life. It means there's a bug, and if the bug gets to me, it will make me sick. That's the problem. So any barrier I can put between me and the bug, any chemical I can put on the bug to kill the bug, I will do that, and that will keep me healthy. Health means free of germs. And this is the theory that I grew up with for sure. In school, everyone was always wiping down their desks with wipes and, cover your mouth and nose when you sneeze because you will spread germs to other people. And, there's some valuable practices coming out of that germ theory. But there's another theory called terrain theory, which means basically some of those germs, maybe they're doing us something good. They're clearing up the terrain. And the problem is not the germ itself, but it's the terrain that is sick. And because the terrain is sick, it's drawing bad germs to it to clean up that sickness. So That's my description of it. There's better descriptions of it out there you can check out. But yeah, terrain theory, very cool, very cool. In this case, in my teeth's case, it wasn't the germs apparently that were causing my teeth problems, it was the terrain. My teeth did not have good nutrition. There was no nutrition in my teeth because there was no nutrition happening in my body. My body was not absorbing the foods I was eating, and the foods I was eating were full of crap. And even health food that's labeled as health food can be full of crap, and that goes into your body and it wreaks havoc. So if you want to learn more about that, totally check it out. If you want to talk to a GAPS practitioner about it, go for it. Oftentimes when you have tooth problems, you have problems in other areas too, and you don't realize the connection. But it's all connected, people. It's all connected. So, yeah, that's my tooth story, and I'm sticking to it.